Hello and welcome. Another episode with the WERF League. I am JT. You can find me on Twitter, JT_the Ginger. This is Sean. You can find him on Twitter, Sean_Beatty. How we doing?
Pretty good. First week in the books.
Right? This WERF League being a full rotisserie season, it's just like trying to pace ourselves, but it's always fun to see what's what and get as much baseball as we can. There's been a few postponements and delays, and as to be expected, and hopefully it's just smoother road from here on out as we progress through the MLB season. But I'm super stoked. I want to talk about overall standings of all the Roto Fantasy leagues. I want to talk about our new WERF logo and then recent FAAB transactions. So with that, I don't know, did you have any first thoughts? We were talking about any of those, but
you just passed me in standings by 0.5 like minutes ago. I want to say it was only because of the trade we made. Alzole, he's the one who actually cost me the points. So thank you very much for that one. So he had one hit, one base runner allowed through 5, and then gave up I think it was 3 of the 6 runs in the 6th inning and didn't record an out in that inning. So that was super sweet. I was like, oh, I need to work on my whip. Let's do this. And he was working it and then ruined everything he had done so far in the game. So
yeah, I just wanted to make a trade in the WERF League that didn't involve Aaron. Honestly, let's like, hey, Aaron's getting all the trades. I think he has 4 or 5 under his belt now.
And me and you are we're not shy about making trades. We made a few over the past years, so I knew that was going to happen at some point.
I think I got the worst trade I'll do in the WERF League out of the way, like the very first one. You should do that for with most things in life. Just everything else will exceed those expectations. But all right, let's pull up some information. Let's see. What am I looking for?
I don't know. What are you looking for?
Let's just do the logo. It's like staring at me. I just want to share that thing. Boom. WERF.
Very nice.
So I hope I'm pronouncing last name correctly. Justin Paredes designs, does all the work or most of the work for Pitcher List. Mikey Aheto hooked it up, and we went back and forth. First, it started out as like a quick favor, and then I was like, I will pay you to perfect this. And so we agreed on a small fee, and I was much obliged. And I said, hey, that's so cheap. I'm going to make a donation to a charity of your choice. And then he said, that's awesome. I'm going to match it. So a lot of good came out of that. But this is the final product. I always had the Sasquatch in it, baseball moon. The final version included the kind of the compass elements. And I think it turned out pretty awesome. We got a waterfall in there.
Yeah.
Because of a Pacific Northwest-esque theme. I was like, okay, mountains, trees, water. And then Sasquatch is kind of becoming our mascot here slowly but surely.
The only thing that's missing is a beer of some sort. That's it.
Right? Mikey did say he needs to be holding a pack of beer, and then it would just look like this little rectangle and it said beer on it. And I was like,
beer.
And there's other guys in our league that have pointed out that not everyone drinks beer, partakes, and I just don't know. It just took out, it was a little bit corny, if you will. But
well, does everyone here believe in Sasquatch?
Absolutely.
You're right. What kind of question was that?
Sasquatch. But isn't there another name for him?
I'm sure there is.
I think there's one other one I just heard recently. I was like, is that in the South? I wasn't sure. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. And yeah, again, we went back and forth a little bit, and I think it turned out awesome. So he hooked me up with this white background one, and then I got like a clear background I can use and have it saved. And so yeah, fun fun stuff. So if we will move this over. I need to see, yes, I need to see that tab. Minimize. There we go. Okay. Now I want to go over the overall standings. Can we see that?
We can see that.
Green band Excel sheet.
There it is.
That's near and dear to this type of the episodes we have. A lot of Excel going on. Some say we excel at it. So ultimately, I was like, okay, based on what my wife has taught me, I can use the formulas on my own like a big kid and put this all together. So all I do is manually enter in the 5 leagues. And I'm going to do it, I think, weekly, like Sunday night, Monday morning, and plug them in, the new stats accumulated in rank order, just as like my backup to make sure I'm doing this right. And so then those pull over here into this overall totals. And then these aren't in any order other than per league here on the right band that I'm trying to select, but it's lagging a little bit there. Okay, so and that, again, that's to make sure I have everything in order. And then from there, it pulls over, formulates a rank. And again, it's only in order of the league, but then it takes those points out there, and I have it filtered in order of total points rank. And then you can see how each individual team ranks within the overall, which is always fun when you see the overall portion, and like the number 3 team is ahead of the number 1 just because they're doing so much better in a different category. But as you have a larger sample in this case.
Yeah.
So
that is a monster lead. Oh my gosh.
It is quite the pointage.
Wow. I just wow.
So pretty cool. Share what you texted me earlier regarding this. Do you recall?
No.
We were texting quite a bit, but you were like, hey, I'm doing well and not finishing last overall.
Yeah. My goal of not finishing last overall, hashtag.
Right?
Yeah, that was it.
So repping our league, WERF, again, like I said, number 2 overall right now in our league, but in the actual overall Earth belt, if you will, is Mark, Canadian Exwabaken. And then we have Corbin, Leg Day Every Day.
There you go.
Starting to get the hang of these team names. It's taking me. Palousers is John.
There we go.
Strasburg's available. I think that was
4 of the top 16. There we go.
Yeah, I think that was Will or Chris. I'm sorry. I know there's one of the later team names. I haven't committed that fully to memory. But yeah. So it's all there. Tweeted it out, shared it with all the commish. And so ultimately seek that out. Twitter at WERF League, or I tagged all the other commissions of the other leagues, and I think they shared and retweeted. So probably do that on the weekly. Someone was like, oh, some type of newsletter. And I was like, well, I don't know what's so newsy about it. You just kind of like read it for what it's worth. And like I said, this is like 10 days worth of stats. So
I really like Hot Ham Water. That's a good name. I like that one.
But did I go past it?
No, it's 14th.
Okay.
Maybe giggle. Well done.
And Bear Pig. I remember that's been a minute. Cool Hand Lucroy. Yep, some good ones. Although I just like DVR, like you know who that is.
Yeah. Gotta respect it.
Is he basically saying, come look at me, I'm a big deal, I don't even need a team name? I don't know. Derek, if you watch this, let us know how big of a deal you are.
And then come on this podcast and talk trash to everybody. In
that soothing, velvety voice. I'd allow it. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to update this. And it was a lot of fun to just kind of mess with, but trying to keep it simple and And I think, well, I'll double check. We talked about it with the other commissions. The only contingencies is like ERA only goes out to the 100th decimal point. WHIP goes to the 1,000th. OBP 1,000th. Like if we have a tie that, like, of course it's probably going to happen, but I just wanted to fully flesh it out in the beginning. Say, hey, if we have a tie, when I hover over every single standings, like it gives it out to like 6 places out past the decimal, so we can break a tie, but it'll just take a little more work manually, but it's there if we need it, just to kind of speak that out loud into existence. So yeah, lots of cool stuff happening. And then the only other thing that was on my mind to focus was FAAB week 3, I guess I'll call it. One of the third most important week of recent history memory. So looks like we got a few drops out of the way to start it off. Domingo Herman, don't need you anymore. Andujar, same teammate, bye-bye. Michael Chavez, hey, you're in quadruple A, basically. Jose Quintana, I remember that guy on the White Sox.
Yeah, the hype was real.
So he got dropped for Trevor Williams.
Matt Moore, the famous guy, wasn't he drafted after? Oh gosh, what was that order that the player draft? Wasn't it? Oh, now I'm gonna draw a blank. It was 2 monsters. What year was he drafted? Keep going. I'll
Okay. So Trevor Williams, now on the Cubs, he had a little life to him in years past, and hey, might as well take a flyer if Quintana's not doing it for you. Matt Moore, forgot about that guy, but wish I did. He got dropped for Jose De Leon, who's actually been some nice underlying stats. So that was a nice pickup there. I want to believe. Oh, we have a new team name. Don't know who that is. For 50. While you're looking that up, I got to know this new team name. I want to believe. Oh, Patrick. Patrick, what are you doing? You're going to just make me update our league Excel so hard each week because of that. But that's why I did it the way I did, because things happen. I know. I was like, what if someone trades away their team name player? Don't they change it? Most likely. Did you find your Quintana?
No, I just.
All right.
I must have been drawing a blank on who I was looking for, but
Nomar Mazara, no one wanted him the last few years. You see that 500-foot or 505-foot towering power, but hey, when you're in Detroit, you bat 5th, so that's intriguing.
Hey, don't be talking about that, but doing it over there. Like that's the only way he's getting playing time is playing for Detroit.
Right. Corbin picked up Phillip Evans because Bobby Dahlbach was only spring training flash and pan, I guess. I don't know. He's young. He just needs time to figure it out. Soria's on the IL. Corey Knebel, 185. Bloomfield, excuse me. Why did I say that? Ryan Bloomfield. Sorry about that. That is that chunk of change.
Dude's a beast. If dude's healthy, that dude's, yeah.
Based on the way, oh, wait, hold on. Executed on, oh, sorry, I've been doing us a disservice. I have executed only on. Now let's get into the real. What really happened? Oh, we're going to keep going.
Oh, gosh, we got a.
This is in.
I don't really. Let's go back to let's go back to the other one. This is way too much.
I like to look at it, but I mean, it is a lot to like digest.
Oh my gosh!
Like to go back and actually look, because look, he wanted to drop Dahlbach for Graveman, Myers, Knievel. Oh, there we are. There's a little bit of a difference. So Corey was bid on by AP for 2, didn't work.
I bid on him
for 5, and Ryan goes, take my money.
I
One,
went 30 on him.
oh, there's one for 121. Okay, so like it wasn't like a crazy 50 times over the nearest.
Yeah, no.
All right. I almost overreacted. My bad.
Jeez, JT, come on, man.
There's more Corey. Yeah,
I like
30.
I would like if it's sorted by player, but like because there's
I wish I could filter this. The only way I
Yeah.
do like complete copy paste and it'd be all weird and jacked up, but it's in somewhat of an order.
yeah.
My video last week.
It is nice to see it this way because I've never had access to seeing it, and it's nice to see who kind of thinks they could sneak someone through or whatever.
Mhm.
Because I tried to do that too, and I'm like, oh, okay. But dude, I thought, I was like, I don't know if people are gonna buy into it. Let's see what happens. Spent 30 on them, but then
Yeah, it makes me feel better about Matt Shoemaker. I mean, I was like, I'm not really sure. Opening weekend, I was flying across the country, and then this last weekend I was camping, and I just really haven't been able to watch much baseball, but trying to keep up with things. And so, yeah, getting them for 65, and the follow-ups were 41 and 39. Obviously, Smada and Ryan are listening to a similar source because that's really a tight bid right there. But let's see. Yeah,
I just like little things like seeing this as like Tim LeCastro, 3 people bidding for him, and like just $1 being the difference there. Like that's just little stuff like that's super interesting.
are you on? Are you watching my screen? Or are you scrolling?
I'm on my own. I'm on the first page.
Okay, let's just talk about someone who we haven't encountered yet on the share screen, Sean. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Alec
sorry.
Alik Badu. He's our boy in our dynasty league.
He
So
is.
I should look up how to pronounce it. But he's been batting all over the order, but he's been producing at least that weekend or so.
And he dropped a bomb today too.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I'm back. That's just fun. Rule 5 guy proven.
I mean, we got $103 and $1. Like there's a range there, and there's like some middle grounds. There's all over the place. It's interesting to see who buys into what, and I think a lot of this also comes down to team need too. Like if you're like, I could use another outfielder, just like throwing a couple bucks versus like, I really need another outfielder.
Yeah, like Tyler Naquin. Yeah, obviously all of his counting stats have already,
Counted.
He's got like an 8. He's got probably like a 7th of his counting stats already, and now we're picking him up. But like to get him for 5 units,
yeah.
I mean, he's been batting leadoffs in games. Skipped over Cueto, getting picked up by AP. We're no longer on the Josh Rojas bandwagon. He was kind of like a sleeper leadoff guy, but he just hasn't found his way at the plate so far in the real season. Cueto, Trevino, spec save ads, Kendall Graveman.
Aaron Sanchez. Aaron Sanchez is like in my head is the guy who is always like the fringe pitcher. He's always the guy that's like first or second on the waiver wire every single year forever. He never does anything great, but he's always like every year he's going to be on like 4 teams at minimum because you're always going to use him for a little bit, drop him, then someone else is going to need a guy. He's that guy. The next available starting pitcher is always Aaron Sanchez.
Yeah. Same for me for like Musgrove, a lot of people. And what did he just do? No. And I found out he's actually like pretty much a San Diego native. Yeah. So that's really cool. And who are the guys that are like the Cespedes barbecue guys?
Yeah.
They pointed that out, and like they're like, read this article at your own, peril, because we have some pretty sweet surfing references. And so I gift tweeted back Point Break gif of like some, I forget what it was, but I was like, oh, I remember that movie. There's some pretty good references in that one. Pavetta needed to be dropped. Mark is just trying to drop Pavetta. Did he do so? He's trying to get rid of him in a few of these transactions. That didn't happen.
You gotta make a couple of attempts there. And Jed Lowry, yeah, I looked at that too.
Yeah.
Everyone needs that middle infielder because Jonathan Scope's not getting it done, but
yeah,
it's still pretty thin there.
Aaron already dropped Rojas. Like, yeah, Lowry didn't happen. Nunez didn't happen. Alvarado didn't happen. I wasn't looking at the red X's there for a second. I think I said Cueto, but I don't think Cueto happened a second ago.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because Naquin actually ended up with Ryan because, yeah, I remember that this morning, seeing that, and Bellinger put on the IL. Mr. Anderson. Ryan again, 12. What's his budget left? Geez, Ryan's just spending. You get some units. You get some FAAB units. Here's some FAAB for your units. I don't know if I said that right.
You could say units.
Yeah, but do you give FAAB 4 units, or you give units of FAAB?
Come on.
Not really. Wilson Ramos, congrats. Corbin. You know what? That seems like a good fit because Ramos's lower half needs some help. So if you're going to be on hashtag leg day every day on Corbin's team, you're going to have to really commit yourself. Maybe 2 a days to leg days. Hansel, so hot right now. Robles, spec add 2 units. Okay, here's LeCastro. Go ahead. We've got LeCastro. Speak your piece.
I was just saying, it was just like, that's what I like seeing about all these little things is just like, who like Tim LeCastro in like a normal league, you don't know what it's going to be, but it's just like the little outbidding like this. Someone's trying to sneak him through for free. Someone's trying to just like, it's such a deep league that Tim LeCastro has 3 bids on it, which I just find super cool. I've never been in a 15-team league where players like that are fought over. But again, like your dollars in these things like matter just a little bit. Like, again, like $1 was the difference in a guy that 3 people wanted.
Yeah.
So it's I just think it's just really cool. I've never been in this deep of a league, so it's pretty interesting to learn I'm basically learning the waiver wire as it goes. Like I've played with FAAB and things like that, but this big of a FAAB league is pretty entertaining to watch. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The first week when I saw like 100 something dropped, I was like, oh gosh, like got all nervous, and then I was like, oh yeah, we got a lot of money. We should probably, and it's once a week. You should probably start spending it.
Yeah, a lot of nickel and diming, I think, from here on out. But yeah, when you win a position battle, yeah, those first couple weeks of FAAB, you definitely could spend a little bit more because we have 0 bids, obviously. In LeCastro's case, even that wasn't good enough. But yeah, Jacob Junis, Smada getting him for 27. Let's see. Garrett Cooper batting 3rd today. Ryan, another 12 out the door. I'm going to click on Ryan's team, see how many units he has left.
Yeah, I was just looking that up too.
Oh, you got it, Andy?
No, I
we're
don't
at the top of these.
Where does it say? It doesn't say where I can see the FAAB available to him. Oh, right here. 738.
Yeah, I was going to say 750-ish or
yeah,
based on.
That's still plenty though. Like that's
yeah,
plenty.
yeah. He doesn't mind front loading the FAAB, but yeah.
Well, that's when you're supposed to spend it. I mean, you get most of your bang for your buck when you get them early in the year. So at least if you spend it this way, it's not like Yahoo and you lose your spot or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not like Yahoo just totally glitches all evening, morning.
Cost you 2 closers or nothing like that. That's fine.
You process it? Let me just click and view it. Oh, you're gonna just screw me over and not let me pick up anyone.
So those who don't know out there, I'm mad at Yahoo today for canceling my waiver priorities. Thank you guys very much. That happened today.
By just viewing,
I would have won both bids too.
That was that you did. Like, what did I do again? I know you guys haven't processed, but they're like, error.
I looked just to check my priorities, and it was just like, oh, you actually can't change anything. I'm like, well, that's funny because I didn't change anything. We're like, well, we're airing it out, and you can't take anybody. I'm like, cool. So I made no moves this week. So
our conversation borderlined on what I think would be a good convo for Mrs. D. Solinger on Twitter. Danielle, she talks about how she just talks about fantasy. It's any fantasy, and that's how she got into TGFBI. And I was just like, man, Yahoo's the holiest of the holy. They didn't let you look at it. They didn't let you touch it. And then they're like, error, you don't get any of it. And I was like,
Oh.
dang, that's a different type of fantasy we're working with.
Yeah, I got none of it.
Error 404. Oh, okay. Some catcher movings. Roberto Perez, Danny Jansen to the waivers. Which one? Yeah, that's the one that went through. Didn't get Carantini. And then we got some like just, hey, I have room on my roster. Pick them up. David Price, Jordan Lyles, Luis Garcia, who just got optioned, unfortunately, because the Nationals now kind of you can kind of see who actually got COVID and who was a close contact that cleared their tests.
Man, my team looked real rough there when Zach Gallen and Patrick Corbin got COVID. I went very quickly to me not loving my pitching staff to me absolutely hating my pitching staff in every way, very quickly.
Yeah.
But I got them both back in a week, so I guess that's pretty good.
Yes, out of our leagues, we have like one league we have 2 IL, one league we have 4, and this one we have 5. And I was like, oh, how many am I going to be hit in each one, and how do I like kind of just get by without like dropping a player I really don't want to drop at this point. So yeah. that was fun. And then of course Zach, Dodgers. Everyone. Chris Taylor, pick him up, and he just produces. Zach's, he's like pinch hitting, playing a little bit more here. And
it's just, and I was hearing something about the Statcast was Gavin Lux was like the second fastest. This was like as of like Saturday, I believe, was the second fastest average sprint speed on the year or something like that, which is just like he's unlocked like a new talent as well. And so the Dodgers like prospects are getting better on top of it. Not even that they're just getting new prospects, they're just getting better on. This is the Dodgers, man. Whatever they got in the water over there.
It's in Tulsa. They actually drill it.
It's
comes up from the Earth's crust.
Drinking that milkshake.
Mm.
That's there will be blood joke for those of you who had to really dig deep for that one. Like the oil. There you go.
Cool. That was a little bit of everything. That was a quick hyperspeed, but I mean, I don't know. I think I was just excited to share it all. Like it's
that's fun. Let's do this every week. I wanna see your big board or whatever we're gonna call it. Cause
so we can touch on the overall each week and touch on the transactions each week. So that'll be a nice constant to check in on. And then you can see if I forgot his name. Wasn't it Lucas Bieri? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Barry or Bieri. So yeah, if you can maintain that huge lead for the next 24 weeks of the season.
He's got a good start. Got a good start.
No pressure. So yeah, other than that, WERF League happenings, I mean, that the trophies, technically in the works. It's just kind of on the back burner right now until our buddy Kevin gets some time once school's over, since he's a teacher. But I keep saying it, I do need to ask the WERF League what they think about color scheme, natural wood and mahogany stain colors, or if we want to go like black, silver, turquoise, edgy and modern. So
taking it.
Oh, just staring at this logo again. It's pretty dang awesome.
It is. It's legit. I'm pretty happy with it. Man, that is nice.
Very pleased. Much appreciated again to Justin Paredes Designs. Again, check out Twitter, WERF League. We added him on that, and you can find his work there, or just check out Picture List. He creates most all the content regarding images on the daily for them, keeps them busy, and he was really awesome to work with. Again, he kept it super cheap, and then so I said, hey, you're saving me money, you're done a great job, and what's what's a charity near and dear to your heart? And I'll donate to them as well. And then he said, that's awesome. We'll match it. So again, much appreciated, Justin and Mikey hooking up that relationship. And yeah, I think that's it. So we'll just keep on watching baseball, and I want to get the WERFers together and watch a game together in the background and just kind of chit chat and hang out and get to know each other better.
Let's do it. Let's pick a game where the team has a retractable roof at least over their head, so we know it's not gonna get rained out. Baltimore.
Right.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Right. Oh, by the way, real quick, the hat tonight brought to you by El Paso Chihuahuas. And then I'm wearing my team name shirt, red hair. Don't care.
Shout out to another redhead, the guy the Ginger Assassin bowling 7-10 split picked it up 2 days. Was it 2 days ago? Yesterday.
Yeah, he's 18. He's lefty. He's ginger. Which, fun fact, usually regressive traits come in pairs. So ginger's regressive, lefty regressive. So,
and after your own heart, I've never seen you two in the same place, so I'm throwing it out there now.
Well, he's got that little bit of lettuce, kind of like baby mullet going on, but yeah, and he's baby faced. He's 18 years old, but that was cool. That was probably pretty cool for him. Yeah.
We'll leave on the bowling tangent there for this week.
Woo! Yeah, our championship for Kevin and I is this Wednesday. We've been rising up the ranks. I think we're in 6th place going into this last week.
Yeah.
Your boys
rolling with. If you ever need a guy to bowl a solid 70, just let me know.
Oh man, I was literally.
You allow bumpers? You allow bumpers?
When I bowl with my kids.
Man, there we go. That's the league.
I think my oldest rolls with like a 60 some average with bumpers.
When the PGA allows bumpers, let me know. Coming after the #1 spot.
PBA, yeah. Well, I was about to, humbly brag about my average, but then you threw out a 70. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Never mind. But no, I will.
Hey, I sold myself short 90s.
The boys rolling with a 211 average going in the last.
There you go.
Last week, and there's like 8 of us with a 200 average. This league is legit. This is our first year in this new bowling league, and there's some sharks in the water, so it's been fun. Good competition. Anyway, that has nothing to do with work.
It has nothing to do with work.
You got to get together. You got to get.
We're leaving it in there. We're leaving it in there.
He is Sean. You can find him on Twitter, Sean_Beatty. I'm JT. JT_the Ginger. Until next time. Take care, be well, have fun. We'll see you later.